The first patch for Civilization 6 is here, and it is a big one. I think a lot of people in the community were a little bit worried, but with this patch, a lot of the concerns have been addressed. So I'm going to go over every single change in this update and talk about how it's going to affect your game in Civilization 6 and dig a little bit deeper into the meat of the patch notes, because I think there's going to be some things that get lost that will have pretty big impacts. So the really big two things in this fall patch is the 2 new maps. So it's going to provide a balanced 6-player and 4-player map, as well as there is a new multiplayer scenario. Cavalry and cannonades, if I'm saying that right, scenario is added, and the thing is, and we've been hearing about this a lot, Firaxis is trying to push for these multiplayer scenarios. I would not be surprised if we don't see a lot more just like this in the future. Because, you know, you don't want to spend your entire life on one single game. I know it's hard. Civ games are very, very long, and you can't always get your friends together to play a 12 to 24-hour game. So this sounds pretty good, pretty cool. Combat scenario with reduced unit maintenance cost and no strategic resources for those units, larger standing armies, additional starting techs, and the goal is to possess as large of a territory as possible. I don't know why I struggled there for a second, but that sounds pretty fun. I need to do more multiplayer. I will admit Drew has been slacking behind in multiplayer series. I apologize. DX12 support, that's another big one, and then complete Logitech ARX support. I actually don't know what the hell those mean, but sounds good to me. Maybe you guys could tell me in the comments. I need to update my tech knowledge, clearly. Gameplay updates. Okay. Added additional notifications. This is good. We'll have to wait and see exactly what notifications will pop up. Added a time defeat for running out of time. That's cool. This is always disabled if a score victory is available. I see. Okay, so I hope I don't ever have to see that, but who knows? Who knows with me? Added additional hotkey support. Thank you. This is good. It takes me a while to get to the hotkeys and to really get down the hotkeys, but when I get them, I never go back. It's crazy. Added the ability to rename cities. Oh my gosh. This is the best. This is the best. I could have really, really used this in my English series. In Civ 5, whenever I play TSLs, I'm a big True Start location player. I always renamed my cities depending on their location, and I really wish I had this feature playing as England right now in my own Civilization 6 series. So I'm just glad that it's in the game. Really, that's fantastic. Added UI to show the next tile a city will grow. Another huge thing. Just thank you, Firaxis. Thank you. It was always so frustrating just having to guess like where is the AI going to grow my borders next? Can I count on it to grab this resource up north, or should I just buy it? Now we won't have to ask those questions to ourselves anymore. That's nice. Added a visual cue for barbarian scouts that are alerted to your city. Now there's a sound cue. I hear the sound cue every single time, but hopefully the visual cue also kind of helps maybe the new players understand how barbarian scouts are working in Civilization 6 in the early game and how they find your city and then run back home. Maybe there'll be a little tool tip there, because I saw a lot of people not recognizing that feature. Anyways, a change Dan Qua, I don't want to pronounce that because everyone's going to make fun of me. I mean, more than usual ranking. I'm assuming that has something to do with the ranking, the score list at the very end of the game. Maybe, possibly. We'll see. Balance changes. Added prerequisite project, Manhattan Project, for Operation Ivy. I'm playing a series right now where I am building the Manhattan Project and Operation Ivy at the same exact time, and I knew that felt weird. So that's a good change. I think that I shouldn't be able to just skip over atomic weapons. I should have to use those atomic weapons for a little bit and then get my massive nuclear thermal device is what I should be saying, and nuclear thermal. Anyways, so that's a good change. Added metal casting as a prerequisite for economic tech. We'll have to wait and see. That is probably due to a few players that were probably found like a little hole in the tech tree, and that's just going to happen. That happened a lot in Civ 5, where there were certain things that you could race for in the tech tree. I'm sure it's still going to happen in Civ 6, but at least they're making the changes and noticing the imbalances so far. Adjusted religious pressure when a religion is first founded to give them more resilience and convert the city. I've read this before. I don't really understand what this means. Add religious pressure when a religion is first founded to give them more resilience and convert the city. Okay, I'm assuming that has something to do with the capital, but that's weird. That's weirdly phrased. Adjusted relationship decay rates. That's good. If this has any sort of impact on the fact that every AI will hate you at the end of the game, I'm gonna be happy as long as this has some sort of impact. I mean, it'll be the middle of the game, and all the AIs will hate me. So that's you'll be lucky if you have one friend. That's all my goal. That's my goal in terms of diplomacy. Like just give me one friend, and I'll be happy. So hopefully this has an impact on that, or just weird AI behavior when we're in an alliance. Reduce the effectiveness of cavalry production policies. I'm assuming I already know what this is talking about. This is talking about that policy. I think there's actually a few policies, but right now it's like giving off 100% production for producing cav units, and it's weird because cavalry are so powerful in Civilization 6, and getting that policy is just, I mean, I didn't do it that much, but I probably should have. Because of how effective, horses are not insignificant as they were in Civ 5. Civ 6 has really brought the horses back from the dead, I guess. I don't know why I said that phrase like that, but whatever. Reduced warmongering penalties in most instances. Very nice. I'm a warmonger myself, so I like that. And adjusted how this reacts to returning versus keeping a city. Interesting. I haven't yet returned a city. And this was my fear. Why? I figured I wasn't going to get that much of a boost from it anyways, if that's what this is trying to get at here. I'm not entirely sure, but whatever. Reduce warmongering penalties in most instances. I love that. The last city conquered from a player now provides a heavy warmonger penalty. This is something that I was shocked that wasn't already in the game. I had no idea. That was a really, I think obvious thing to bring over from Civ 5. Civ 5 did that really, really well. Last city conquered from a player now provides a heavy warmongering penalty, even if you have a Casus Belli against this player because you are wiping out the Civ. I didn't know that wasn't in Civ 6. I'm just glad that it's now in Civ 6. Okay, that's all I'm going to say. Reduce border incursion warnings if the troops are within their own borders. Okay, this was probably the worst thing about Civ 6 Vanilla, which really is saying a lot because Civ 6, upon initial release, was fantastic. This was probably the only thing that I just saw everyone annoyed with. So if I have a neighbor and I have my troops just sitting in my own borders, if they come up to me and say, "What are your troops doing?" Get them out of the way. Like, what am I supposed to do about that? That is I can hear the applause from all the Civ communities around the world with that one. Increase the number of great works of writing slots in the amphitheater to 2. Good, because culture victory is really, really hard right now. Really, really hard. The AI has no chance, and I don't think the AI is gonna have. I still don't think the AI is gonna have a chance at a cultural victory. But it's even difficult as a player, I think, at least on higher difficulties. So I noticed that. Like, why was I feel like I was running out of writing slots so fast, and I just had to sit there with great writers all around the empire. That's a good change. Increased counter spy operation time. Good. Any bonus to counter spies right now, because I feel like counter spies are not useful as much. I think they're very useful in multiplayer games, but in single player with the AI has no idea what it's doing, so I'd never counter spy. Good. Yeah, good. Keep giving them bonuses for counter spying. Increase the cost of religious units and applied additional chain charges. This right here is, for me personally, a lot of people are talking about, what their favorite thing of the patch is. This, I think, is going to have the biggest impact. This is my favorite thing, because this pretty much means it'll be harder, and it's going to take a little bit longer for you to win your religious victory. So, right now you're able to, you can achieve a religious victory around turn 275, something like that, give or take. If this kind of pushes it to maybe turn 300, maybe turn 325, at least it gives an opportunity for the AI to maybe win a science victory. It was like if you yourself as a human player was going for a religious victory, you were probably going to win. You only needed to stop other religious civs because no one was going to beat you out with a science victory. Surely no AI is going to beat you with a cultural victory. I have not seen the AI do very good in that victory type. But either way, this is good because I think it's going to add a few more turns to how fast you can win religiously. Cool. Units may no longer be deleted when they are damaged. I didn't know that you could do that, but this is the big one. Deleting a unit no longer provides gold. This was something that I just felt was so dirty to do. I thought about doing it in my series a lot because I knew that it was something that a lot of the community was gaming. And I did it in my own personal series just by myself, but I didn't want to do it for a Let's Play because I just felt so just dirty doing it. It was so OP. Just delete all your units and you have all this gold. It was crazy the amount of gold you're giving back. I don't know if you should give 0 gold back. I don't know if I agree with that just yet. I think that in Civ 5 it was pretty good balance. Like, give me a little bit of gold, but kind of like nothing at the same time. You know, like I was deleting scouts before this patch, and it was giving me like a ridiculous amount of gold back. Give me something stupid like 5 golds. You know, I think it maybe should still provide a little bit of gold, but it's fine. I'm just happy that they fixed that. Updated island plates map to have more hills and mountains. That's a good thing. I haven't experienced that myself. I didn't experience a lack of hills or mountains in my island playthroughs, but cool. Units may no longer remove features from tiles that are not owned by that player. That's big. That is very big. That was something that a lot of people, a lot of strong deity players from Civ 5 brought over from Civ 6 because you just go outside your territory, chop some forests down, and get some extra production. Or in Civ 6, you know, go and remove a marsh tile, and you get additional food yield. So I like this change. I didn't do it too often myself, but I knew that it was something that I was gonna, you know, I tried to keep in mind when it came to like wonder rushing and things like that. But I think that this is that's a smart move. You know, force the player to buy that tile if you really want to remove the feature and get the additional yield or the instant yield. Fallout now prevents resource harvesting. Hey, I love that. Make Fallout as strong as possible. I love how devastating nukes are, as they should be. Barbarian camps must spawn further away from low difficulty players' cities. That's nice. That's sweet. That's good. AI tuning. This is where a lot of people are really happy about this section. Adjusted AI victory condition focus to increase their competitiveness in science and tourism. If you're watching my English series, I'll talk about this a little bit, but yeah, it was like they weren't even trying. Are you even trying, bro? That's what I felt like every single time. Well, tourism is a whole different story. Again, I've said it multiple times. The AI's, I don't know. Well, hopefully after this patch, we see a better, AI that focuses on a cultural victory. But sciences, I think, is the big one. If they, because it didn't feel like they were trying, and I probably would have lost quite a few games already if the AI just focused and tried to win. So really happy that at least they're addressing it. You know, it's kind of hard to say if this is going to have a major impact, but as long as the Phyrexis knows it's a problem and they're trying to address it, that's amazing. That's amazing. I'm super happy about that. Adjusted AI understanding of declared friendship. I had no idea they didn't understand that we were friends. I didn't know that in the first place. Good. I think that they should know that if we're friends, you shouldn't act like a douchebag. So I am glad that they changed that. Adjusted the AI approach to beginning and ending a war based on potential gain and loss. That's a big one that the AI was making huge mistakes on. They would sit way too long into a war as I'm kicking their booty, or sometimes they'd peace out with me when I thought they had a chance of maybe taking a city or two. So good. I'm glad that they're at least addressing this. Increased AI competitiveness. I can't say that word. In building a more advanced military. Another great change. These guys were sitting with like warrior units forever. And I get it. If you have a unique unit, it does make sense to me to hold on to your unique unit a little bit longer than other AIs. But that's not what we're talking about here. I mean, I was seeing warriors straight up into like the Renaissance to Industrial era, and especially in city-states too. So that's good. That's real good. Increased. Oh wait, where am I at? Oh yeah, right here. Increased AI usage of inquisitors, especially Felipe. Me and Felipe got a good relationship. He's building me churros, and he's always making me churros, I should say. And no one is. Oh man, I'm gonna ruin it. No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. I just ruined that. That's terrible. Why did I even do that? You suck, Drew. Just end the video. End the video now. You're terrible. Okay, so increased AI value of upgrading units. Yes, good. It kind of goes hand in hand with what we saw before, competitiveness in building a more advanced military. Actually, this is exactly what I was referring to. This is what is addressing to what I was talking about before. But anyways, increased AI use of settler escorts. Oh my goodness. I was going to do a series too. Like, I was going to do a deity series, and I was just going to declare war on everyone, just steal their settlers, boom, boom, boom. And actually, I think I had I think a lot of deity players. I've been watching it all over the place. Playing on deity, steal the AI settlers, steal all of them, because they weren't escorting them. Again, that was something that Civ 5 had done really, really great. You had to have they had to have a melee unit. It was required. I never saw a Civ 5 settler after Brave New World that was out on its own without a melee unit. So I hope that returns in Civ 6. Tuned AI usage of units that cannot move and shoot, like catapults. I don't expect much from this. I think the AI is still going to have some pretty big problems when it comes to sieging a city, but cool. At least they're, talking about it. Tuned AI city and unit build planning. Okay, nice. Improve the ability of city-state to maintain a strong military. Again, that's another thing that I had addressed earlier in the AI tuning section. I hope so, because I love getting the suzerain bonuses with city-states, and I want them to actually have an impact on wars. Okay, bug fixes. We're going to kind of speed through this. There are a few things in here that's like, oh, I didn't know that was a thing. That's going to have, interesting impacts. Not all of them, though. Fix some production social policies, great people, and Pantheon bonuses that were not applying correctly. Nice. I did not know that was happening. Nice. Okay, cool. Fixed Royal Navy Dockyard. Fantastic. I didn't know there was a bug with that. Not getting the right adjacency bonuses. Cool. As I have just finished my English playthrough, and you'll see the ending of that very soon, but okay. Fix some issues with how the Great Wall was built by players and AI, including proper connections to mountains and removing other players' Great Walls as potential connection points. I played as China. I hope my Chinese series will be saved now. I really hope so, but we'll see. And okay. Don't know what that means. Cool. Fixed a unit cycling error with formations. We're going to return to unit cycling because I've got a really love-hate relationship with that. Actually, it's just a hate relationship. What am I saying? Fixed the bug where the first military levy that expired would return all levied units. All right. Fixed several issues when airstrips and aerodromes are occupied. I realize I'm saying a lot of things wrong here, or I'm reading a lot of things wrong. I know. You guys know this. I shouldn't even address it. You guys just know. Drew doesn't know how to read. Drew doesn't read good. Okay, fixed an exploit that allowed range and bombard units to gain experience when attacking a district with 0 hit points. This is something that if I knew about, I probably would have gamed a lot out of it. I wasn't willing to delete units because that felt really gross, but I would have done this. I would have done this. I love extra experience wherever I can get it, so that's cool. But I mean, that's a good balance change, or a fix, I guess. Fix an issue with wonders when transferring city ownership. All right. I guess something was, some problems were attempting for some of them. Fix an issue where settler lens would not always show the right information to the player. Ouch. Again, a lot of this stuff I didn't even know, and it's like, hey, what the hell? I didn't know that was happening. I could have done better. I could have maybe, done good things in my life. Okay, fix an issue where AI would counter gold changes with the change desired rather than the total amount of gold desired. Good. Yeah, I hope that peace treaty thing, whatever that thing was, it was fixed too, because people were getting ridiculous, deals because the AI was just accepting whatever you offered. If you did whatever, you did some things. Fixed an issue where the tutorial intro and outro videos would appear off-center in certain resolutions. Fix some crashes with units. This is what I hope it has an impact, because that ruined a series for me. I think. Fix an issue where multiple leaders of the same civilization would frequently show up in a game. That's funny. Fix an issue where trade routes Trade route yields are doubling in some circumstances. Nice. Why'd you have to fix that? That sounds good. That doesn't sound like a bug to me. Units in formation now break formation before teleporting between cities. The achievement for that's good. That was kind of annoying that I had to break the formation first. The achievement for Queen and Country was unlocking too frequently. Don't know what that is. AI with neutral relationships should accept delegations barring exceptional circumstances. Can no longer declare a joint war if it is invalid for either party. Yeah, I had picked that one up too. I didn't know what was going on, but it's like if you were in a peace treaty, you could still declare a joint war against that person you were in a peace treaty with. So that's good. Save game files should no longer be case sensitive. Certain wonders were sending extra notifications. Yeah, that was annoying. I noticed that one too. Players will no longer receive any warmongering penalties from a joint war with a partner for actions in that joint war. That's good. That's something that's in the bug list that I think is pretty big, because before this, yeah, that warmongering penalty was a little funky in the joint wars. Liberating a civilization back to life will now bring them back into the game properly. That's why, I think I said it too. I was like, I'm not going to bring anyone back to life because I don't know what is going to happen. I thought I had seen that this bug was happening, or something, something funky was happening when you brought people back to life. So that's why I had intentionally not done it, but maybe I can do it now. Observation balloon range bonus was being incorrectly applied when stacked. Text and grammar fixes. There you go. That's all you needed right there. Big fall patch. Text and grammar fixes. Everyone loves it. Everyone loves it. That's all you needed. I'm happy. Visuals. I like the visuals. I like this first one right here. Building on snow will now have snow on them. Buildings on snow will now have snow on them. That's cool. I really like that stuff. Added an industrial barbarian encampment. I don't know what that means, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to lose my mind when I see that in my first game. Added a range tower to national parks. That's cute. I like that. Fix some issues with buildings not culling around other world items properly. I wonder if that has anything to do with the aqueduct. Sometimes you build the aqueduct and it came out funky. Fixed an issue with some districts not showing properly. I never saw anything of that like that, but that's cool. Miscellaneous polish applied to multiple improvements, districts, and buildings. Okay. Multiplayer, I know, I've been lagging multiplayer-wise. I hope to get up my first multiplayer Civ game in the near future. But anyways, turn timers are always disabled on the first turn of a new game. Perfect. This happens regardless of advanced start or turn timer type selected. Allow multiplayer lobby private game status to be toggled once the lobby has been created. Cap the max players to 12. Does that mean that we had lower max players, or were people able to get like games of like 24 guys at the same time? I don't know. Oh man, that'd be really cool though. That'd be really cool. You had like a game of 24 people. I know that there's no way people could support that, or I don't know, everyone could support that. That just sounds cool. I don't know. That's nice. Added LAN player name options to option screen. I played a lot of Civilization 5 multiplayer, and I really only played at LAN because LAN was so fun. So anything LAN I like. UI. There's a couple really cool things in here. Added the number of specialists working on a tile. That's useful. Added some additional icons for espionage, promotion, etc. Added additional Civipedia shortcuts. I like it, but I don't really use the Civipedia too much. Added the signature to the diplomacy action view / deal view so that we can differentiate between duplicate players. Okay. Also added multiplayer screen name in diplomacy. Added trade route yield to the report screen. The report screen I have not opened up too much in my series, but it is a beautiful, beautiful spreadsheet, and it's really, really useful. So I'm going to try to bring that up, but that's cool that they're adding things to that. I love it. I love the report screen. Added city center to the city breakdown panel. Added rewards and consequences to mission completed pop-ups. Missions, I'm assuming, that have to do with city-states. I hope, because right now, oh, geez, you really got to search hard to find those missions. Not really search hard, but there's a lot of clicking that is involved, and it's like, I figured there could be an easier way to show that. If that's what this is addressing, I'm not entirely sure. Updated the leader chooser when beginning a new game. The leader chooser when beginning the new game. Okay. Updated the end game victory screen. I don't think this means we're gonna see those replays back, those replay movies, you know, like what we had in Civ 5, where you saw the cities kind of sprawl out throughout the map. I don't think that's what this means, but I hope they bring that back, man. I hope they bring that back. That was one of my favorite things in 5. Updated the multiplayer staging room, updated city banners, updated espionage mission chooser flow, updated to display what cities are getting amenities for each resource. Oh my goodness, I was always guessing. I knew that one amenity provided 4, one amenity provided it to 4 cities within the area, right? Was it within the area? But how did you know? So I love it. I love that. Change resource icon backings to reflect the type of resource it is. Okay, interesting. Auto scroll to the first great person that can be claimed. I like that because sometimes it wouldn't show me and I have to scroll. It's like, oh, it's the great musician that's all the way on the right. Improve search functionality. Okay, in the Civipedia, remove barbarian data from player replay graphs. That's kind of funny. I liked that though. I wanted to see what barbarians were doing. I wanted to see what kind of science output barbarians were getting by turn 250. Escape key now closes the tech, civic, and Eureka pop-ups. Oh, I love that. I'm a big escape key fan. I use the escape key all the time, and I noticed that wasn't working. So cool. I love the escape key. When loading a game, the era blurb will be in the current era of the save game rather than the starting era of the game. Yeah, so like every time you loaded into a game, whether it was like industrial era or Renaissance era, Sean Bean would say the blurb from the ancient era, and now he'll actually say different stuff depending on what era you're loading into. That's good because everyone should really look at that. It's good. I had picked that up really early on, the stuff that he says, and that everything is different depending on the era. So I'm glad that more people will be able to kind of experience that and listen to Sean Bean's beautiful voice. Audio added some missing mouse over sounds, fixed the Oracle quote, fixed an issue where the advisor voice was not playing in some languages, and then fixed compatibility issue with some sound cards. Miscellaneous. There's actually one thing that's pretty cool in here. Added a setup option, no duplicate leaders, that is enabled by defaults. This option prevents multiple players from selecting the same leader. Okay, cool. Updated leader screen to support enabling bloom according so graphic changes. Plot tooltip delay. I like this a lot. This is something that only I'm gonna really like when I'm like showing you guys like a really beautiful shot of my game, and then I have the mouse like for like 1.5 seconds on a single tile, and then boom, a big huge tooltip pops up, and it's like, ugh, you ruined my screenshot. That's really only gonna be like for people weird like me, but I love this change. Auto cycle units. This is what I was talking about. I hate auto cycle so bad. Auto cycle units is now available in the options menu, because I gotta get that sucker off immediately. Well, I don't know. I thought people thought that I could get it off now. I couldn't find it though. Maybe it's just because I'm dumb. Probably that. Benchmark updates and then credit updates. Oh yeah, those credit updates and the grammar fixes would have been enough for me, baby. Would have been enough for me. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this this new patch to Civilization 6. Again, it has a lot of game-changing things involved in it, and I think that it's very clear Firaxis is definitely listening to us. So I won't be able to, this patch will not be in my English game, but it will be in the next series that I do that's coming very soon, so look out for that. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. So let me know down below, what do you think is the biggest change in this patch? Obviously, I'm extremely happy about it, and they really, I'm just so happy with Firaxis. Really, it's I can't wait. I cannot wait for the future of this game. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.